The judge says, call your next witness. The attorney turns around and says, I call Dr. Jones to the witness stand. The defense lawyer jumps up and says, objection, judge. I object to this witness testifying as his specialty, his medical specialty, is different than my own client. You want to know what this is all about and whether or not the judge is going to allow him to testify? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and let me share with you what happens during a medical malpractice trial. So let's say the attorney goes ahead and brings in an internist to now go ahead and testify as a medical expert. But the key issues in this case are against an orthopedist that his client has sued, claiming that the orthopedist mistreated her and now she suffered all these horrible injuries. Can an internist testify against an orthopedist? Does an internist know what the standards of care were for an orthopedist? The answer is maybe yes and maybe no. It's going to make a huge difference when the judge now asks the attorney, why are you objecting? Judge, I'm objecting because this expert is an internist. He can't talk about the standard of care for an orthopedist. And now it becomes a question of whether he can or he cannot. So now what will happen is the plaintiff's attorney will go ahead and ask the judge for a voir dire. Now what does that mean? He wants to put the doctor on the witness stand and ask him a few preliminary questions without the jury being present, just to give the judge enough information to make him realize that this medical expert clearly is knowledgeable enough to talk about the standards of care of an orthopedist. So now he puts him on the witness stand, he swears to tell the truth, and now he asks him how it is that he's qualified to talk about the standard of care of an orthopedist. Now I will tell you, even though they are both medical doctors, and even though they may be board certified in their own respective specialties, it's going to be a real big challenge to get an internist to be able to talk about the standard of care of what an orthopedic surgeon does. They are highly specialized. And now for an internist to know and to say that he's credibly knowledgeable about the standard of care for an orthopedist, that's highly unlikely. However, stranger things have happened. Maybe they're not so focused on the key issues about what the orthopedist did at a particular time. And maybe this expert is there to talk about what this doctor should have done before he took the patient into surgery. The judge may allow it, then again, he may not. He may hold a hearing just to learn what it is that this doctor will be talking about and how it may apply to this particular orthopedist. But in all likelihood, I will tell you, just from my gut sense, the judge is probably going to say, you know what? I don't think an internist, an internal medicine doctor, can talk about the standards of care for a board-certified orthopedic surgeon because they're different specialties, and they involve different training. So why do I share this information with you? I share it with you because once in a while you see this happen where a plaintiff's attorney is unable to find an expert in the specialty, like orthopedics, to come in and testify on their behalf. So now he tries to grab whoever he can, whoever's going to give him a favorable opinion, and now he's got to deal with this legal issue where the judge may actually prevent him from testifying. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're considering bringing a lawsuit but haven't done so yet because you have questions that need to be answered first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.